Hello, all my CEO babes. I'm so excited to do this quick training with you because I want to talk about the real reason why you're not getting clients. And it's really because of this one thing. Now, before I get into it, I just want to quickly say thank you for being gracious with your time with me today. And really, if you don't know who I am, my name is Tina Lopez. I'm an online business coach, and I help online coaches such as yourself land high paying coaching clients even though you don't have a large audience, email list, or the budget for paid ads. And so the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because, a lot of times we fall into this trap of listening to the big guru of like, you just need to post content, you just need a large email list, you just need to pay for ads, and it doesn't work. And so I'm really sick and tired of listening to all those big gurus, and I'm really sick and tired of you falling into this trap that it doesn't work out. So if you have been that person who's just like, I know what you're talking about, I've listened to the big gurus, go ahead and comment big guru in the live chat, and I would love to go ahead and catch up with you. So, without further ado, if you're loving this training, go ahead and screenshot it. I would really love if you can screenshot this and post it on your IG stories and tag me at Tina Lopez Coaching so then I can post you on my stories and you can have that exposure to my audience as well and get more traffic to your page. And so this is just a quick something that I think would help you, and I would love to go ahead and do that. So let's kind of get into the real reason why you're not getting coaching clients is because of this one thing. The one thing is that you don't know your ideal client avatar. And I'm very serious about this. And you probably, if you've listened to these trainings, you're probably like, Tina, I know what you're talking about. I've heard this over and over again. So the thing is if you don't know what ideal client avatar, or you're still struggling to figure out your ideal client avatar, then we're going to really go over the top 3 things you need to know in order to form your ideal client avatar. Now, let's kind of go ahead and define what is an ideal client avatar. Well, an ideal client avatar is, in summary, your dream customer. When you think about the person that you are serving, right? Who does this person look like? Seriously, like if you were at a networking event, could you spot your ideal client from a mile away? And if you can, that means you are really good on the pulse of your market research. You're really good about knowing all these details. But if you can't, then stick to this training because this is going to help you. And I have a resource at the end that's going to help you even further, right? The thing is that once you know your ideal client avatar, the key characteristics that you want to look at is you want to look at the demographics. For example, where does this person usually live? Do they live in urban cities? Do they live in rural areas? Are they a person who has a family? Are they married? Are they single? Really, when you think about, their hobbies, what do they like to do in their spare time? Do they like to read books? Do they like to go horseback riding? Do they like to go painting? What are their hobbies? And you want to go ahead and identify what are their pain points, right? We're going to get into why this is important, but also their desires, right? Because when we think about our ideal client avatar, you want to be as specific on who this person is, what this person looks like, but more importantly, what is it that they're absolutely struggling with, and what is it that they absolutely want. Now, why is this important? Well, think about it like this. Whenever you buy a product or a service, do you usually like buy things that tend to fit your needs or tend to provide a solution to what it is that you're struggling with? More than likely, yes. Think about, an iPhone, for example. It solves 2 problems in one. A, it's able for you to communicate with people from all around the world, but B, it also suffices as a camera. So you don't have to carry both a camera and a phone at the same time. You get to have a mishmash into one. So it solves a certain need for the market. Does that make sense? Go ahead and comment yes if that makes sense, right? And the reason why this is so important is because once you've identified who this person is and you've identified their pain points, their desires, what is it they absolutely want, and what is it that they're absolutely struggling with, you can provide that solution that's going to give them that, that solution to what is it that they absolutely need help in, right? Does that make sense? Now, you may be wondering, well, like, Tina, what does that look like? How do I even start to do the market research? Well, I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick tip that I usually recommend is I always recommend for you to do keep your finger on the pulse of the market research. What does that mean? That means you never stop doing market research. You're always asking questions to your ideal clients if you find them, and you're always really making sure that you're keeping on the finger on the pulse. Now, what does that look like? That looks like you maybe, checking in on Facebook groups. What are people frustrated with? What are the things that they're absolutely struggling with? Now, you want to go ahead and ask the question, well, okay, cool. So what is it that, where else can we look at? We can look at Facebook groups. We can look at Quora, which I believe is just a question, forum, if you will. Those are great. Reddit is a really great place as well, because when you think about Reddit, majority of the time people who are on Reddit, they just post what is that they're struggling with, their questions, things like that. And this is a great resource that I recommend. Yahoo Answers is also another great resource, because you can go ahead and find all the market research, all the questions that's within your area of expertise. So for example, if I'm a business coach, I'm going to go ahead and search up keywords of what are people struggling with when it comes to business. If you're a life coach, but say for example you want to get more specialized into relationships, then you're going to go ahead and put in keywords that are going to talk about relationships. What is it that people are struggling with in their relationships? Now, the thing is like, this is important, because once you've gathered all this data, you can go ahead and, figure out what it is that your ideal clients absolutely want. You don't have to be spinning your wheels guessing, trying to figure this out, right? And the thing is that once you go ahead and you figure out, what is it that they absolutely want, what is it that they absolutely are struggling with, then you're going to go ahead and, attract your ideal clients. So we're going to have another training coming out this week. So make sure you're keeping your eyes on the pulse, because the next thing that we're going to be talking about is, the 3 content types that attract high paying coaching clients. And I'm not going to get into this because that's for another training that I have for you. But the thing is that when you think about your ideal client avatar, you want to attract this person. And how do you attract this person? Well, you're creating content that filters them. So for example, if I'm a relationship coach, I'm not going to be talking about business in my content. It doesn't make sense, right? So you want to make sure that the content that you're creating matches up with what is it that your ideal clients are struggling with. So say for example, you have this market research document. You want to go ahead and take, what is it that they're absolutely struggling with in their words, and put it in your content. Because now when a person stumbles on your profile, they're going to be like, oh my God, she really gets me, because I'm thinking the exact same thing that she is writing, because I'm thinking that I know exactly what it is that I'm struggling with. And I'm going to go ahead and work with this coach because she gets it. She understands where I'm coming from. And because she understands where I'm coming from, this is going to help you tremendously. And the last but most important thing that you need to know is you need to go ahead and click the link in the comments to sign up for a 90-minute intensive work with me. You can go ahead and apply to work with me, because what we're going to be doing on this call in this 90-minute intensive is we're going to really talk on one topic. What's the one thing that you're absolutely struggling with? You're going to work directly with me for the next 90 minutes, and you also get 2 weeks of private coaching in terms of Voxer coaching. So it's a way for us to communicate, but you need to go ahead and apply to see if we're a good fit to work together. So go ahead, click the application with the link in the comments below, and let's get your booty in there and sign you up for a 90-minute intensive to really figure out how to strategize your coaching business, even though you don't have a large audience, email lists, and paid ads, and really get the support that's going to help you further endeavor your coaching business. So go ahead, click the link in the comments, apply, and look forward to seeing your application, and we will work together soon. So anyways, I hope you have a lovely day. I'll talk to you soon.